Now, unlike our last president, I try to stay out of the limelight. Like an oil change, you don't think about me until you absolutely have to. Right now, America needs me, the Democrats need me. Got a major infrastructure bill and a historic social agenda that have to get passed. So now I'm bringing together the Democrats like Voltron. Sure, they're all different colors, but fundamentally, they're robots. On one side, we have the moderate Democrats, Kirsten Sinema from Arizona.
The same way. Plus now Rotten Tomatoes has that little green thing to tell you which ones to stay away from. Although every once in a while, a bad one will make it past my radar. I remember one bad one years ago that said, Owen Wilson's on-screen persona has all the ambition of an old golden retriever laying next to a fire. And it just kind of got worse from there. And is it the worst thing in the world, being a golden retriever laying next to a fire? I mean, I know everyone comes out here and says it's going to be a great show. Is it? I don't know. I mean, I'm betting on it, of course. I've been betting on a lot of things lately. A little bit of a gambling problem, but hey.
What's up, YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and this is Uncle Smokey's Stock Trades. And before I start this video, I would like to say, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt, and do your own DD. What's up, YouTube? So today we're not going to talk too much about the physical technicals of Mmat because we did that on Friday. We already know what's going on with that. Today's primarily going to be my prediction at the end of this video, but before we get to that, I want to recap on a little bit of the news we touched on Friday. I did post some tweets on Saturday and a few today as well. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get into all of that, I do want to go ahead and shout out my biggest fan, Rock, aka Dom. I guess everybody else would know him as Dom, but I know him as Rock. Not The Rock, just Rock. Happy birthday, bud. 20 years old today. Congratulations. Huge milestone. You're no longer a teenager. Great for you. Also, here in a year, me and you, we're going to have to catch up. We're going to have to go have a beer. Yeah. 21 years old, that's absolutely huge. So that's going to be 365 days from today. Hold me to it, bud. Please do. All right, so let's go ahead and move on with the show. So the first thing I want to cover is what I started out my video with today. It was clips from last night's Saturday Night Live video. It was Owen Wilson visiting Saturday Night Live. Now, the very first clip I know was not Owen Wilson. I misspoke when I said that on Twitter late last night. It sure did look like him in the video, but after a little bit of research, and of course, thank you, Teabag, you did formally let me know on Twitter that that was not Owen Wilson in the very first skit, but that's okay, because as far as I can tell, that's still a reference to Voltron, which could have been let in by Owen Wilson. If not, James Austin Johnson may just be an MMAT bull too. So, with that being said, you also did notice that there was a small reference to Radar. Now, I do know that is absolutely reaching, but I choose to believe that that was the reference to him, especially since @Real Owen Wilson did confirm that a little bit earlier, well, I should say a little bit after the show, at about 1:30 a.m. in the morning, my time. So, with that being said, I don't want to push on this too much further other than the fact that he did mention the gambling thing. Now, we do know that there's gambling issues with a lot of people, and it's a real addiction. However, the one thing I do want to point out is we are all degenerate gamblers here in the stock market. In fact, that is the world's largest casino. So I choose to believe that this is the real Owen Wilson and that he did direct those comments towards us MMAT guys, towards us stock market people, because he appreciates us just like we appreciate him and all the work that he's done for us. And I do urge everybody to come on over here to Stock Twits and make sure you follow @Real Owen Wilson. Whether it is or is not him, this guy puts down some DD, not just on MMAT, but on many other stocks as well. So make sure that you go ahead and hop over to Stock Twits, @Real Owen Wilson. Of course, I will put a link to his page in the description of my video. So let's carry on. So I did cover this on Friday. TradeHawk here put out this awesome tweet. Nanotech Security has been awarded 2 contracts. Here are those contracts. Now, I do know Sterling's back. Welcome back, brother. I saw your video earlier today, so I'm not going to touch too heavy on this news. I'm so glad to see you're back. That was stressful for me, man. But if you want to go ahead and look him up at, what was it again? I'm sorry. At TradeHawk on Twitter. He does have all this information. He's another one that follows a lot of different stocks. It's not just MMAT. So he'd be a very useful source for anybody who's out there trading stocks, again, not just MMAT. The next thing I want to touch on is this right here. So this I did spot on Twitter. I can't remember who exactly put it out there, and I do apologize. I want to say it was Twanda. I could be totally wrong. But either way, whoever it was, I appreciate it. I sent this, retweeted it. In fact, I tossed this out, tagging George and Metamaterial in it. Wondering if maybe our tech could be used in this. And I mean, it's absolutely possible. And here is the reason why. This is at Lockheed Martin. This is just outside of their facility. There's a lot of geographical stuff taken to prove that this is all in real time and whatnot. And this is a cool little solar, maybe vehicle, maybe UFO. I don't know. I don't know what the heck it is. But anyway, yeah, it's very interesting. So here is why I say that we may have a piece of this tech in there. We may have some of our stuff on this, whatever it is. Don't know, no clue. Right here. Lockheed Martin, one of our partners. We've been partners with them for a little while now. So yeah, I firmly believe that we could absolutely have maybe our solar tech in there, maybe some of our film, our laser blocking film. Maybe it's a test for that. I really don't know, and none of us could really give you a true answer. Only George could give us that answer. But it's great to speculate. It's fun to think about hope, right? And that's all we want to do. We want to hope about this stuff and hope that it comes true. The other thing I want to touch on real quick, talking about partnerships. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Lot Network. I don't cover this enough. I love this. And I will go ahead and say this. This is one of the things that Chunk did lead me to. I don't talk about him very much, and I know that, but I do want to just say this is one of the things he did lead me to, and I do truly appreciate him for this. Again, I did do a lot of DD into this, and this right here, this is Covestro. They are in the Lot Network, and this is one of the ways that we are able to stretch our technology out to other companies, and other companies are able to tap into us. You'll notice that we are right down here. Sorry, right there. Metamaterials Inc. since October of 2020. So it just shows that there's companies out there that have the ability to push our tech and bring other people's tech to us, or even not so much tech, just ideas, just anything, really. This is a patent company. They basically protect the company's patents and things like that, and at the same time, on a blockchain, allow for those patents to be spread out through their network so other people can see them and see if they want to be able to utilize them. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about on the Newswire was this Amanda Felipe. I do believe I may have mentioned this in my video the other night. If not, I know I tweeted it out there. We've got George going to be interviewed. Now, this is going to be 3 different people being interviewed, I think, on a 3-hour interview. If we go ahead and pull this up, it's going to take a second. My internet's been running a little bit slow lately. We'll just go back to this while it runs. If we pull it up, it's going to show you that it does cost a couple of bucks. There it goes. It's going to cost a couple of bucks to be able to see this event. I do believe Sterling said he's going to be viewing this. I'm not 100% certain. 100% certain. Sorry. Hold on. Let's see here. What was the last thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah. My prediction. All right, so here we are at the prediction. So we're on our 5-minute chart, and yesterday really wasn't too horrible of a day. Yes, we did finish down about 3.29% after we got majorly hammered by a short attack. Now, we were down way further than that, and we really bounced back. We rallied after the last half of the day, coming all the way back up to the $5.59 mark after bouncing off that $5.35 mark that I did call out on Thursday night. Now, with that being said, I do want to go ahead and shed a little bit of light on the fact that we are still trading in that 550 to 560 range, which means we're in a very gray area. We're in an area that could go either way. So we're going to go ahead and open up with my bear prediction as we always do, but we're not going to approach it like I normally do. last Monday, we had a crazy-ass run-up in the very, very beginning of the day, and it did settle down a little bit towards the later part of the day, but not by much. What we didn't do is we didn't have that morning pullback like I expected, and that's where I'm going to go with the bear prediction. The only thing I think we're going to go bearish on tomorrow is the morning pullback. We do have a little bit of room to come down before we have another bounce point, and we've seen that before. In fact, not too long ago, Sterling called out the 476 mark. It did it 2 times and respected that second bounce almost the same exact way. The first bounce was a little bit more impressive, though. Well, I'm expecting it to be the exact opposite this time. I think the first bounce was less impressive as it will be for the second bounce. So here we go. I think we're going to open up the day, and this may even happen in the pre-market, tapping that $5.35 mark. Once we break over that $5.35 mark, I think there's going to be an extreme bounce towards the upward direction. That is as much bear as I'm expecting for tomorrow. And to be all honest with you, if it doesn't happen to work out that way, I would expect for us to trade basically sideways. But the only thing we need for that to happen is volume. And with all eyes on the stock right now, we're going to get some volume. We just had some crazy, crazy stuff happen over the weekend. Seriously, with UFOs and everything else, who knows? Owen Wilson being on Saturday Night Live. Again, I know it's speculation. Everything we've talked about so far today is speculation. So after we've bounced off of $5.35, I'd expect for us to remount 550 relatively quick. Now remember, this is a technical level of support/resistance. Right now it is acting as support, but if we break below it, it will act as resistance. So expect for a bounce off of 550 to the 545 channel, maybe a smidgen lower, bouncing back up before breaking back out, going to the 565 channel. Once we've hit that channel, we're basically back on track to have an extremely, extremely bullish day. We crack through that, we go to 575, break over that's 585. That's been shown up as a nice level of resistance in the past. I expect for it to be a strong level of resistance tomorrow. Now, if we can mount that, break through 590, it has been another level of resistance, but not super, super strong. $6 is going to be our very next level of resistance. Now, I know I'm saying resistance a lot, but just remember, every time we break past a level of resistance, that resistance turns into support, but it doesn't turn into support until we have respected it for a respectable amount of time. And I'm talking 3, 4, 5 minutes. Or a double test. If we hit it, break up here, few minutes later, hit it again and break off again, that's a double test of that line, turning it into support, and actually probably better, stronger support than just consolidating on top of it for a couple of minutes. So if we can do that and we can get back up to $6 and we can test $6, get above it, and even just consolidate above it, but preferably bounce off of it in between 6 and 610, then we will turn that back into support and will be above our $6 channel, which I think we will remain, hopefully, for the remainder of the day. Now, providing we get back up above the $6 mark, we will then be testing 610. 610 has been crucial. It has beat us down before, and I expect for it to beat us down again. But I don't think it's going to stop us. If it does, that's fine too. I will absolutely take that major, major run up on Monday. But remember, we want to do this in sections. We don't want to do this all at once. That's why the morning dip will be great, because it'll allow for us to be able to stair step this baby up over time, hopefully getting to that $6 range by about lunchtime. Again, if we can break over it for lunch, holding above it during the lunch hour, 610 would be my next level. And of course, beyond that, we've got 615, 620, 625, 640 would be super strong. And of course, beyond that, $6.55. That has been our high test last week twice. Third time's a charm, guys. That's what I say. If we could test 655 this third time and break above it, see ya, gone. And I said that last time. We didn't break through it. We got to break through it. Volume will make that happen. Positive buying pressure will make that happen. And that's what we need. We need to get back on the green track. So hopefully that's going to be tomorrow. I don't think I got anything else I want to talk about today. Again, I just want to say happy birthday to Dom. Dude, you're one of my favorite dudes. We talk regularly. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm, share this video with absolutely everybody you can. Make sure this is getting out to all of the different platforms. I do my best to put it on all the different platforms myself, but if any of you can just send it out there, that's absolutely great. The more awareness to meta we have, the better. Peace.